see something wasn't adding up. So the tweet that I put up, let me bring it up, was this. And by the way, everyone knows my tweets are massively suppressed. Let me bring this up to everyone on social media, and I'll bring it up to you guys. Let me go over here. So can everyone see that? Suresh, can you see that on? You can see. Okay. So this is a tweet I put up. Okay. What it says is, which one is staged? I can see why some may wonder. This was, moments after. So this is Trump with his fist at the WWE at a different WWE here. He's about to shave Vince McMahon in here. And you notice this tweet got 197,000 views. They let this go. You and within, by the way, I've lost close to, it's going, about 4,000 followers. That's okay. It's like when we exposed Kennedy and Trump before. But you see, they know how to turn on the spigot to have the trolls come attack. And then when real other stuff comes out, they know how to shut it down. That's what's going on. They don't do this to anyone else. Not to anyone else I know is running for president, at least, or more. But this is something that's been going on consistently. It's disgraceful. And this is brought to you by Elon fucking Musk, who's not, a defender of speech by any means. So I put that out, and you start seeing all these inconsistencies. Even MAGA people come out and say that last time they went to Butler, Pennsylvania, there were sharpshooters everywhere. And this time, like, one guy says he didn't see any, then they have one. Just think about that. But most importantly, after those 15 minutes, where are all the social media posts? Totally controlled. Just one picture. The New York Times, I think, photographer, Doug Mills, who's, by the way, at the 9/11 thing, he's the only photo that gets out, the iconic photo. And we'll talk about that. These photos that the elites create. And by the way, if you look at that, it literally looks with the crossing like Iwo Jima. By the way, there's a lot of controversy of the guy Rosenthal on the Iwo Jima photograph, that it too was staged. You can go read about that separately. The point is, who is deciding what photographs get out? How did that happen like that? And again, I have to ask, where are all these other photos? Where are all the videos? Where we live in a world of iPhone people sharing videos of their dog, cat, whatever. Where are all the videos? Okay? A 20-year-old, we're led to believe, broad daylight, his parents were looking for him for 3 hours. They'd already told the police. Nearly an hour to 30 minutes before, people are telling this guy's up there, nothing happens. Really? Go look at previous events when someone thought someone's going to shoot Trump. He runs like a scaredy cat out of there. Stands there, gets supposedly shot at, goes down, and says, wait, raises his fist. Perfect photo. Perfect, showing supposedly his bullet going by. Someone sat there, f-stop at a very, very high rate to capture that. All perfectly timed. Someone gets shot. Trump goes to the hospital. Typically, a surgeon would come out and say, this is what's happened to the president. These are his medical reports. They want us to believe this, all these inconsistencies. So when I expose it this time, the same MAGA people who are fine with me exposing election fraud, fine with me exposing Fauci, fine with me fighting against vaccine mandates and mask mandates, No, you can't say this. You can't say any of this. Silencing. Silently. And many of you know something's wrong, but you're being quiet. All the media from CNN, left and right, are being quiet. They're not talking about any of these inconsistencies. And then you see the kumbaya of Obama coming out, and look at his tweet. It's very interesting. It says, oh yeah, we are against political violence. What does he mean by that? Political violence. People rising up and fighting for their own interests? What does he mean by political violence? There's political violence being waged on the people in Gaza. There's political violence being waged on everyone else here. Look at this graph. Lifespan is going down in the United States. That's political violence. What does he mean we're against political violence? What he's really saying is we don't want masses to rise up. And this Trump, quote unquote, shooting is going to be used so you are silenced. Much harder than the left could ever silence you. I mean, I feel more under threat now than I did ever speaking out against Fauci or the pandemic. There's this very deep wave of fascism that's arising.
It's not fascism.
They've taken all the white working class and split them, and now they're bringing them together. Biden says he had a good conversation with Trump. I mean, does any of this make sense to you? How fucking Biden wins an election? So they have this frail guy, and now they're going to bring the great hero, Trump, in a landslide victory. And what is the goal of all this?
Third temple, peace in the Middle East.
It is about a one world government. Woo. It is about the swarm coming together. Immediately, within seconds, Elon Musk says, I endorse Trump, puts up that picture, gives him $45 million per month. So Elon Musk is going to give him $45 million in July, $45 million in August, $45 million in September, $45 million in October. Add that up. It's about $200 million. One man. And we know Elon Musk he is a government agent.
SpaceX is fake.
Elon Musk steals my exact words. He suddenly starts talking about, we need paper ballots. He didn't say that in fucking 2020. And then the next tweet he puts out is a tweet that I've been educating all of you guys on, that timely truth is the most important thing. Telling the truth at the right time. And delayed truth is deadly. You know what he puts up? He puts up a tweet saying, yes, timely truth is very important for raising consciousness. They're watching me. They're watching our movement. They have all the analysis. They're saying, fuck, people are really watching Dr. Shiva. They're getting it. So we will have to hijack that truth. When I was meeting with Trump, he was taking, wow, that's a good statement. I could use that. You have no idea the war that's being conducted. And remember Mossad's slogan.
By deception.
Through deception, thou shalt do war. Let me repeat that again.
By deception.
Through deception, thou shalt do war.
Oh, Dr. Shiva.
Everyone's saying, oh my God, we're going to blow up the world. Yeah, we're going to start World War III. No, they don't need to do that. They're doing war through deception. Who's a real winner out of all this? So my talk today is the Trump shooting, the real winner, and the real deception. And if you go through this the level of inconsistencies is bigger than 9/11. Yet, Booby fucking Kennedy and Trump, weeks before this incident, were saying, yes, I want to talk about 9/11. I want to talk about JFK files. Who the fuck cares about JFK files today? They're like already 60 years old. 9/11 is 20 years old. I didn't see any of these guys talking about it now, but they don't want to talk about the Epstein files. You see, on July 2nd, a grand jury dumped all the deposition and transcripts of many victims. And a number of victims were blaming Trump. They had detailed depositions. Isn't it timely that you create this diversion? And guess who was the other guy who hung out with Epstein? Booby fucking Kennedy. And guess who's now coming together? Booby and Trump, which we've always known. They more than likely banged all the same women. Marla Maples, who contacted me, if you go look at, there's a video I did with her. She said, oh, me and Tiffany love you. You're epics. Tiffany thinks you're epic. Tiffany Trump. Because I was doing all these things, exposing the election, exposing Fauci. But then when I attacked Kennedy, she didn't want to talk about it. Because she likes to probably suck Kennedy's cock. These people are all interconnected. A swarm. Right? And they need a new fake savior. Our slogan in our movement is save yourself. Save yourself. And if you want the tools, we'll teach you how to save yourself. But you cannot be looking to me, looking to anyone else to save you. That is dangerous. But I have learned the tools, and I can provide you the tools so you can save yourself. Save yourself from what? This destruction. Cost of living is going up. Lifespan is coming down. This is not something that occurred yesterday. This is something that's been going on for 60 years. They don't like you. They want to kill you. They think you're fucking stupid. If someone wants to shoot someone, two things are going to happen. From a probabilistic, just work out the probability. And if you want, I could do the math for you. Either you miss or you fucking blow their head off. The probability you nick their ear perfectly, right? And blood is over here and here. Sometimes on the hand, sometimes not. Come on. Do they really think we're this fucking stupid? It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what's going on. And they're taking advantage of quote-unquote Christian Zionists. And they're taking advantage of all these magatards. Some of them hardworking people. The good news is this. Because of all the work we've been doing, there's a huge tidal wave of independent-minded people coming. And that's why the word stage started trending. Because people are saying, I don't fucking believe it. We go out and we hand out, we go collect signatures. 7 out of 10 people out there are actually saying, we don't believe this is real. They're not interviewing them. Majority of people know this was bullshit. But they have a minority of thugs shoving it down people's throats. And the media is being silent, complicit in all of this. So when you look at this timeline, they put in a fucking idiot like Joe Biden, who he's demented, so they could have a Trump come in on a landslide. And then they'll say, we have a mandate. We have a mandate to fucking destroy Iran. We have a mandate to fucking bring in centralized digital currencies. We have a mandate to make sure we further fortify Israel. And so on and so on and so on and so on. And if you say anything against them, we may even fucking take you out. Not by the government, but by all these crazy people out there. We've had volunteers in the last 2 days who are collecting signatures, not get attacked by the left, but by MAGA fucking tards, pushing 70-year-old women. Oh, you're taking votes away from Trump. Oh, but you believe in free speech. You believe you claim you live in America. We're headed towards fascism. And so the real winner in all this is a swarm. Trump is all about fucking making money and looking good. He wanted to be an actor, but he was too lazy to learn acting. So he went the WWE route. So what's the real deception here? Because the talk is Trump shooting, the real winner, and the real deception. Here's the real deception. I spoke about it this morning. Here's the real deception. Listen very carefully. The psychological analysis, the mythological analysis, the Jungian analysis that was done over many, many years, exhibited in the works of Joseph Campbell, among others, was a deep recognition in the psyche of every human being is this deep, deep, deep love and support and seeking to support the underdog, what you call the hero's journey. It's a very specific narrative. Some people argue it may exist genetically within us, like within our operating system, to seek heroes, the underdog. It's called the hero's journey. The elites know about this. It is one of the most powerful narratives. It's in every major text all over the world, in the Kalevala travels of the Finnish people, in the Ramayana of the Hindus, in Beowulf of Old English, and keep going on. Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, the concept of an individual who's in some ways an ordinary human being, who's called to do something great. He doesn't want to do it. A sage appears, brings him into the hero's journey. He loses, he's the underdog, and then comes out of this depression and fights and brings some greatness to the world. It is a very powerful story. There are real heroes who've gone through that journey, and the elites know about this very deep narrative. They have hijacked that narrative, and they know it's deep within us, so they are creating fake fucking saviors. It's one of the most powerful deceptions you can ever think about. And then to associate that with a Christ figure, a savior, is like, icing on the cake. So when you mix religion with politics and ideology, you can manipulate the fuck out of people. Trump, really? He's driven by Christ, really? He fucking was banging prostitutes while his wife was pregnant. And God knows what that relationship is really all about.
Oh, shit.
What has he done for other human beings? What has his family done? They flaunt their wealth. This is not quote unquote Christian. He said he was against the deep state. He brought in the deep state. He said he was going to lock up Hillary. Nope. The day after he wins, he goes, that was for the election. Now we move on. As people are saying, lock her up. When he first came into office, he passed an executive order, which many people didn't read. It said anti-Zionism is equated to anti-Semitism. And then on December of last year, he had a nut job called Mike Johnson pass that as a proclamation. And then in March, they made it into a bill that passed the House in a massive majority. Why? Because I and our movement was exposing what is Zionism. That you don't have to be Jewish to be Zionist. We were educating people on a very fundamental concept, which has been used to manipulate people. Trump is as Zionist as you get. In Haaretz, I think 92% of people voted that Trump is the most Zionist presidential candidate that they've ever had. He's their man. He was put into power in 2020.